Good afternoon, everybody. Well, have you heard the latest in the news? Lacey Spears. Lacey Spears has been accused of poisoning her 5-year-old son to death with salt. Just for the fact that she wanted, there's a gnat. Where'd that come from? She wanted attention on social media. So she, for years, she was doing certain things to her son, taking him back and forth to the hospital, and it got to the point where he couldn't eat. So they had to insert a feeding tube. And she was putting salt in his feeding tube and ended up poisoning this child to death. They found out about it. They couldn't see where she was doing anything wrong. I think social services was called twice. They found nothing. They said that she seemed like a very doting and loving parent every time she would bring her child to the hospital for help. She has now been arrested. A good friend of hers said that she wishes she had called DSS herself, stating that one time that Lacey had took the boy to give him a bath. And she said that she heard the boy screaming, and she heard a fight ensuing in the bathroom. So she went in there and said that Lacey, the mom, was holding her son underwater, and she could have drowned him. The woman said that she had to pull Lacey off of the baby and get the baby out of the tub. Lacey's response to this was, you can't tell me you've never lost it with your child. You know, everybody loses their temper, but I've never tried to drown my children because they say the water was too cold. You know, there's nothing wrong with, reaching up, putting some more hot water in there, you know. The doctors are now saying that that Lacey Spears has Munchausen syndrome by proxy. That's a mouthful, isn't it? That is where a parent will bring harm to their child and pretend to be the doting, loving parent and keep taking the child to a medical facility only to draw attention to themselves and have people feel sorry for them, which is what she was doing because she was on Facebook and had a page set up and would document on the Facebook page almost on a daily basis about what was going on with him and how he was doing, and every time she would take him to the hospital and say, let's hope the doctors get it right this time, and this, that, and the other. So the boy finally has died. Lacey has been arrested. She faces up to 25 years behind bars for the murder charge. It's very, very sad because she continues to deny that she did anything to bring harm to her son. But, of course, anybody with Munchausen syndrome is going to deny it. So, you know, there's no other way that he could have got all that salt in his system. There's no other way because she was the only one feeding him with the feeding tube. They say that she poisoned him at least... poisoned her child at least twice. The first time, he was rushed to the hospital on January 17th, and 2 days later, his sodium level jumped to unnatural levels, and he had to be flown by helicopter to another hospital. Lacey had the access to his feeding tube at that time, sleeping in his room and helping him to the bathroom. A neighbor of Lacey's, I don't know if this is the same woman as her friend that saw him try to drown him in the tub or not, but this is not, I think this might be another woman. Anyway, she said that a neighbor of Lacey's in Chestnut Ridge told cops that the mom called her from the hospital and asked her to get rid of a bag that had been used to feed Garnet through a tube. When police tracked down that bag, it was found to have high levels of sodium. So, if she is innocent, and if she has not done this, why, from the hospital, would she call a neighbor and say, could you throw that bag away that I used to feed Garnet with. Because she knew that there were going to be high doses of sodium in that bag. And she knew that they would find out that she was trying to kill her little boy. Garnet was 5 years old. And it's just so sad. He was a cute little boy. He had real long blonde hair. It's like she never got his hair cut. Because he had long blonde hair, but he wore it well. And it looked cute on him. So, anyway, have you ever heard of Munchausen syndrome? You know, we all know somebody that done this or done that. You know, I know somebody that murdered somebody. I know somebody that raped somebody. I've known somebody that's robbed somebody. But I've never known anybody with Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Have you? Until next time, bye-bye.